In this video, we'll talk about how to group previously made Illustrator drawings and then bring them over into a separate document and begin to create a pattern. Right here I have two different birds that I'm going to use for a pattern. First, I'm going to click my magic wand tool. I'm going to click on one of the paths on my bird to select all of the components of it. And I'm going to go up to Object and say Group. I'm going to do that for the other one. So using my magic wand tool, click, Object, Group. Now we'll open, or rather we will create a new document. This looks just fine. I'm going to say OK. And on this new document, I'm going to go to Object, go down to Pattern, and then say Make. I'm going to say OK. It says a new pattern has been added to the swatch panel. Fine, we'll remember that for later because we'll want to access it after we organize all of our shapes. Say OK, and I'm just going to move this pattern bar off to the side. If for some reason it goes away, you accidentally get rid of it, which has a tendency to happen. Let's say I accidentally X out of it. You can find it again by going Window and then go down to Pattern Options, and then just go ahead and pull that up. So we have this blue box right here, and that's where we're going to put all of our objects. We'll put all of our objects around, in, or near this blue box. I'm going to take one of my birds. I'm going to click and drag this window off so I can kind of see both documents. And I'm going to take my black selection tool, click that, and click and then move my entire bird to copy it onto my document where I'm creating a pattern. And as you can see, this bird is way too big, so it's overlapping itself. And I am going to find my bounding box edges. I'm going to click Shift or hold down Shift and make this smaller. I'm going to move it up, and I'm just going to keep doing this until my bird is, come on, an OK size. You can always manipulate the size of this later, but for now I'm going to leave it like this, and I'm going to drag my other bird over using the same method into this document. And I believe the same thing is going to happen here because my original files are kind of big, but that's no problem. As long as I find these these points on the edges of my bounding box and hold down Shift, I can make it a lot smaller. Then I'm going to click and drag him. It's important to remember to group your objects together so that once you drag them into this document, you can move them around, and Illustrator knows that you want them to go together. So that ends this tutorial, and in the next one I will show you how to create additional shapes while we're in this format, as well as change their opacity and their blend modes to add some more variety.